let me take you to the studio where the Inec chairman is addressing the press, raising the timetable for the 2027 presidential election, both the guideline, the rules and the law, and the date and everything that you need to know about Nigerian 2027 general election. Let us listen to the Inec chairman.
Arising from any delay that may result into some logistical failure. By virtue of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, the tenure of the President, the Vice President, the governors, and deputy governors of states of the Federation, except Anambra State, Bayelsa State, Edo State, Ekiti State, Imo State, Kogi, Ondo, and Osun States, will expire on the 28th day of May, 2027, while membership of the National and State Assemblies will stand dissolved on the 8th day of June, 2027. Pursuant to Section 76, subsection 2, 116, subsection 2, 132, subsection 2, and 178, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, elections to the said offices shall hold not earlier than 150 days and not later than 30 days before the expiration of the term of office of the holders. This action we are taking today is pursuant to the provisions of the Constitution of Nigeria, and in particular, Section 28, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 2022, which mandates the Commission to publish the notice of election not later than 360 days before the date appointed for the election. Let me reiterate that the authority and power to publish the date of election is that of the Independent National Electoral Commission. The 2027 general election will hold nationwide for the following offices. Number 1, President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, governors and deputy governors of the states of the Federation, except those states I've earlier mentioned, members of Senate, members of House of Representatives, and members of the Houses of Assembly of States. Therefore, in exercise of the powers conferred on the Commission by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and the Electoral Act of 2022, and all other powers enabling it in that behalf, the Commission hereby sets in motion the electoral process for the 2027 general election and fixes the date of the 2027 general election as follows. 1. Presidential and National Assembly election will come on the 20th February 2027. 2. Governorship and State Houses of Assembly will be 6 March 2027. The detailed timetable and schedule of activities have been uploaded to the Commission's website this morning and circulated, or is being circulated to registered political parties and relevant stakeholders. All the 36 resident electoral commissioners and that of the FCT are hereby directed to publish the notices in each constituency in respect of which an election is to be held. These dates reflect our commitment to ensuring that our electoral processes are transparent, credible, and adhere to the provisions of our laws. In accordance with the approved timetable and schedule of activities, primaries will be conducted within the statutory period stipulated by law. Submission of nomination forms by political parties will commence and close within the designated windows as provided in the schedule, which I have just released. Campaigns by political parties shall commence on the date specified by law and end 24 hours before the election. I must also take a moment to address the current electoral amendment bill that is pending in the National Assembly. This bill has sparked important discussions and concern among the various stakeholders in our democracy. We recognize the necessity of enhancing our electoral framework to ensure that it meets the ever-evolving needs of our society and reflects our aspiration for free, fair, and credible election. It is imperative to note that while we are eager to adopt any amendments that may strengthen our electoral processes, we must also act in accordance with the existing provisions of the Electoral Act. As an independent electoral body, we are committed to upholding the rule of law and ensuring that our actions are guided by established legal framework. The timely announcement of the election date is a critical step in this process, allowing our stakeholders, political parties, civil societies, organizations, the electorate to prepare adequately for the election. As we move forward, Inec remains dedicated to engaging with all the stakeholders to foster a transparent dialogue regarding the proposed amendments. We believe that the collaboration and open communications are essential in the electoral system that serves the interests of all Nigerians. Political parties are strongly advised to strictly adhere to the timelines. The Commission will not hesitate to enforce compliance with the law. The Commission remains committed to deepening the deployment of technology to enhance transparency in the electoral process, ensuring the continuous cleaning and updating of the National Register of Voters, strengthening engagement with security agencies to guarantee peaceful elections, expanding voters' education and stakeholder collaboration to promote informed participation. Let me reiterate that Inec is guided solely by the Constitution, the Electoral Act, and our regulations and guidelines. We shall continue to act impartially, transparently, and professionally in the discharge of our duties. I call on all political parties to conduct peaceful and credible primaries, to shun violence and inflammatory rhetorics, and to uphold internal democracy. I equally appeal to candidates, supporters, and electorates to conduct themselves peacefully throughout the electoral cycle. The success of the 2027 general election is a collective responsibility. Government institutions, security agencies, the media, the civil society, organizations, and indeed all Nigerians must play their respective roles. As we commence this important national exercise, I assure Nigerians that the Commission is fully prepared and determined to deliver an election that reflects the sovereign will of the people. In conclusion, I urge all political parties, candidates, and citizens to begin preparing for this pivotal moment in our democracy. Let us work together to ensure that the electoral process is peaceful, inclusive, and reflects the will of our people. On behalf of the Commission, I hereby formally release the notice of election and the timetable and schedule of activities for the 2027 general election. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Now that we have here the whole guidelines, the INEC is now ready. They promise Nigeria credible, fair, and free election. Now, the main key issue is the constitution that will guide them through the National Assembly for them to pass whatever thing that they wanted to do to make sure that Nigeria have a credible and a fair election, that everybody will be satisfied at the end of the day to say, yes, this candidate A really won the election. Candidate B, there's no need of you going to challenge the decision of the INEC at the court. So they need to do the right thing by including all the desire of Nigerians, because it is Nigerian citizens that will vote those in authority, those that will represent them. It is what we, the citizens, want, is what the representatives will do for us. We hire them for them to work for us so that we stop this issue of going to court every time. As we have here, they have set out their guideline and their timetable, and we all believe that the calendar has just started. The process of election and everything that you need to know have just started. So Nigeria Decide 2027 is already kicked off as declared by the INEC chairman. What are your thoughts? Do you think that the Senate and the House of Representatives will pass the popular bill which the Nigerian citizens, Nigerian masses has been demanding, that the election should be transmitted in real life? As we are voting, they will be uploading it at the INEC IREF portal so that everything will be transparent and everything will be fine. What are your thoughts? Let's see at the comment section. Thank you for watching, and we continue to update ourselves as the things develop concerning the Nigeria 27 general election. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.